Hi, my name is David. I am the owner operator of ParentNook.com. That's www.parentnook.com. Excuse me. And what we talk about there is mostly a blog, and there's articles on parenting and relationship issues. So today we're going to talk about a relationship issue. We're going to talk about the big S, sex. Yes, and the importance of sex. So the title of this video is The Importance of Sex. And I've jotted down some little notes here to make sure I don't miss anything. Okay, first of all, let me tell you, obviously I'm not sitting in some office with a bunch of degrees behind me. I am not a sex expert, nor am I a relationship expert. I'm a person just like you and me. ParentNook.com is run by normal people who don't have agendas or bias, and so we give our opinions based on that, which is much more reliable than somebody who's talking from a certain perspective or a point of view, a belief or a standard or morality. We are real people with real answers. And today we're going to talk about sex. And everything I am about to say, any fact I give you, any number if given, or anything that sounds like it's questionable, you can certainly look up. All right. Everything I'm about to say, I have gotten from looking up. It can be backed up by any simple internet search. So let's start this off. The importance of sex. Some people think it's not important. A relationship is not about sex. And no, you're right. It is not about sex. However, sex is part of any normal, typical relationship between two people, whether they be of the same sex or opposite sex. Obviously, we're not referring to abnormal behaviors, like animals or young children, pedophilia, things like that. We're talking about a normal relationship. For the sake of argument, we'll be referring to a man-woman relationship, but it certainly doesn't apply to just that. However, perspectives on sex vary by gender, so even a same-sex relationship could vary a little bit, but this is for the most part. First of all, I'm going to tell you something that you may or may not realize, regardless of how you feel about sex, how much you enjoy it, don't enjoy it, look forward to it, don't look forward to it. Sex is the one single thing that you can share with your partner that you don't share with anybody else. Okay, you can have a loving relationship with your best friend, but you're typically not having sex with them. You can have a loving, deep, emotional relationship with a sibling or a parent, but again, you're not having sex with them. Sex is the one thing that you put on the table, that your partner brings to the table as well, that you cannot get from anybody else. That is why it is so important. It is also why sometimes relationships fail, because this is important. And if one individual, whether it be the man, woman, or however way you look at it, doesn't see it as an important issue, or isn't looking forward to it, or doesn't enjoy it, or avoids it, or whatever, it will cause a rift in your relationship. The only exception would be if both parties are agreeing not to have sex for whatever reason, or both parties are incapable, or one's incapable and the other one's accepting it. Those circumstances do come around. However, even there are ways even around that. I will give you an example. A man that cannot achieve an erection may still be able to achieve an orgasm, meaning he can achieve an orgasm by other means, whether that be manual or oral or however. And so the partner can still supply that for him. And the male who is not achieving the erections can certainly provide pleasure to the partner. Again, whether that be a male or a female. There are other means of which enjoyment can be fulfilled by both parties. So this is not out of the question. But again, sex is the only thing you bring to the table that you cannot get from anybody else. And if you're getting it from somebody else, then chances are you're in an unstable relationship and should probably break up. Now we're talking about adultery, infidelity, cheating, however you want to refer to it. We're talking about a normal relationship in which two people are enjoying themselves. And again, sex is a very important part of that relationship because it is the only thing you bring to the table. Okay, you can kiss your mom goodbye, you can hug your sister, you might even kid around and pat her on the butt, although I wouldn't recommend that. Okay, but sex is the one thing that you bring to the table, to the bedroom, to the shower or wherever that you cannot enjoy with your best friend, or shouldn't be anyway, your mother, your siblings, your aunts, your uncles, your cousins, or okay, sex is important to the relationship itself, as well as it is the only means that you have, again, that you do not share with somebody else, that you can express how you feel about each other. That's why they call it making love. Okay? So you want to express your feelings towards your partner. Sex is the best way to do that, because it's a way that you can express your feelings towards your partner in a way that no other human being should be doing so. Okay? So we've got that now. And again, you can look this up. You can go to WebMD. You can go to some relationship sites. You can talk to people like Dr. Ruth, providing she'll talk to you back, or any other sex expert, and they will tell you that sex is a very important part of any relationship. That is a key factor in many breakups, whether it be because somebody's not communicating their needs, or maybe not getting their needs fulfilled, or has lost interest in sex where the other partner hasn't. Okay? But keep in mind, sex is the only thing that you have to offer that nobody else can or should be offering to your partner. It is a way to express how you feel about each other. It is a way to give your partner pleasure that no other human being should be doing, that only you can. And it is a loving act to share with someone you care about. Okay, while we're talking about caring about them, let's talk about emotions. There are chemical reactions. Again, look this up on WebMD, do a Google search or whatever. You'll find out that I'm telling the truth here. Your sex life plays an important role in your attitude towards everything around you. There's a reason that newlyweds are always happy. You think it's, because they're in a brand new relationship, they're all excited about it. And that's true. The other part is there is a chemical reaction that occurs when you're having sex, particularly when you're having an orgasm, that this chemical reaction brings out all the positive thoughts, all the happiness, the warmth, the caring, all the good things that you want to have in your life come out around that, during that period of time, and it becomes part of your psyche until it wears off. Okay, however long that is, it could last days, weeks, whatever, and it could last to the next session of sex. Again, why do you think newlyweds are always so happy and beaming and seeing everything as wonderful? It's not just because they're happy because they're married and they're starting their new life. Of course, that's part of it. But the other part of it is a chemical reaction that occurs with newlyweds who are typically frequently having sex. This is why you see this so often. In fact, it would be funny if you find a couple that has been married for a long time and seems so very happy, if they'll tell you, find out how often they're having sex. Chances are they're having sex probably more frequently than you thought they were. And that would explain their happiness. Emotions are chemical reactions. All right. Yes, they can. Those reactions can happen as something sad happens or something really happy happens. But again, your standard chemical reaction that has your normalcy. Let's say you're supposed to be around here, and without a reasonable sex life, it may be down here. Frequently sex, you're up here. You're like on a natural high, and that's exactly what that is, a natural high. Okay, the next thing we're talking about, this is going to be interesting because those of you who have weight issues may find this interesting. Sex is cardio, okay? And cardio helps you burn calories. A typical sex session lasting, let's say, 30 minutes can burn around 140 calories. Now, calories are what adds weight to your body. Again, look at the people that are frequently having sex. Are they overweight? Probably not. Not to say that overweight people don't have sex. They certainly do. In fact, that could be another video about that. I got some stories about that. Okay? But you can lose weight. Are you going to drop 40 pounds in 40 minutes? Or any of those, like those Jenny Craig and other diets that talk about losing, 30 pounds in 30 days? No, you're not. But you will lose weight. Frequent sex will help you lose weight. All right, you're burning calories when you're having sex. Depending on how much sex you're having, you're burning lots of calories. You're also not eating. Okay, next time you want to go for a midnight snack, how about you turn to your partner and let your partner be your midnight snack? Okay, you're going to burn calories and you're not going to eat. You got a twofold win-win there. You're not putting on the extra pounds. Oh, by the way, just so you know, eating and laying down will help you gain weight faster than eating and exercising. So if you're going to eat something, maybe sex right afterwards is a reasonable option for you. Okay, you can and will lose weight by having sex. Now, having sex once a month, is that going to do it? No. You're going to have sex a little more frequently than that. I would say a minimum of once a week, if not 2 or 3 times a week. But it depends on what you have time for, what you're physically capable for. Older people may not be physically capable of having sex 3, 4, 5 times a week, although they certainly probably could, given the right circumstances or help in any way. But again, sex will help you lose weight. All right, it's not going to be the biggie on losing weight. That comes from diet and exercise, or just by not shoveling the food in your face, which sometimes can be difficult. A lot of it has to do with genetics. You might be predisposed to not process food as well as other people. Okay, but once again, if you're having sex, you will not gain weight. All right, you will typically lose weight because you can lose 140 calories. Just kissing alone burns calories. Look this up, WebMD, Google search. You'll find out again that I'm telling you the truth, that even kissing burns calories. I'm not talking about a little quick kiss. I'm talking about kissing. Doesn't have to involve tongues, but we're talking makeout section kissing. Okay, last and certainly not least, but I think this is the most important of them all, is how sex impacts your health. Again, once more, I want to remind you, look this up on WebMD and do a Google search. But sex helps build your immune system. In other words, the more sex you're having, the better your immune system will build. It builds the antibodies. Why? I don't know. You ask a doctor, look it up on WebMD. But your immune system will improve by having sex. So are you one to catch frequent colds? Or you want to catch a cold and keep it for several days or even several weeks? Frequent sex could help you eliminate that. Your immune system isn't doing what it needs to be doing. Give it a boost. And while you're at it, have some fun. Okay? Rather than taking antibiotics, which is not any fun, not to say you shouldn't be taking antibiotics if you're sick, why not have sex? Build your immune system. Okay? There's other things. Sex helps with pain. You know that old excuse, not tonight, honey, I have a headache? Wrong. Sex can actually remove or reduce the headache. Sex is a pain reliever, much like Tylenol, ibuprofen, aspirin, all that. Sex is a pain reliever. It will relieve pain. All right. It also will help you in many other aspects of your health. Sex is healthy. There is no negative aspect of sex other than STDs, which has nothing to do with the act of sex itself, other than that's how it's transferred. Okay, sex is extremely healthy. The more sex you're having, the healthier you will be. Your immune system will go up. Your pain threshold, any pain you're suffering, will go down. There are so many other aspects. I couldn't name them all, but you can certainly look them up. Like I said, look them up. Sex is healthy. All right. You don't feel you're healthy enough. You feel you're getting sick too often. Maybe you have back trouble. I'll tell you a story. Somebody I know, their wife was experiencing back problems. And she woke up with a bad back. And so what did she do? She woke her husband up for sex. And lo and behold, her back pain went away. Now, did it cure whatever happened? No, of course not. But the back pain went away. All right. Sex is a pain reliever. And I can't urge you enough to look these facts up. They can be found. I have found all these facts. I'm giving them to you so you can share them with whoever you need to share them with. Okay? So let's recap really quickly before we close this video and you go and jump the bones of your partner. Your relationship is about sex. It is not the sole factor, nor should it be. But sex is the one thing that you bring to the relationship that nobody else can or should be giving to your partner. So keep that in mind for a healthy relationship. Your emotions. There's a chemical reaction that occurs while having sex that will have you have a more positive outlook on things, a more positive outlook on. Are you depressed? Do you feel low all the time? Do you see the glass is half empty all the time? Start having more sex. You might see that change. You should see it change. I mean, obviously, if you have some kind of clinical depression or it's a severe depression, or maybe, you just, there's something really serious going on that you just can't shake. But even then, the sex should help alleviate some of that depression, at least for a period of time. Alleviate it, if not make it go away, at least for a short period of time. Diet. Okay, you will lose weight by having enough sex. Sex burns calories. Calories equal pounds. Having weight issues, whatever your diet program is, and you can go to parentnook.com and you'll find some weight loss tips there. Okay, that's www.parentnook.com. Look for weight loss tips and tricks, and you'll find some tips and tricks there for losing weight as well. And certainly last again is your health. Sex is healthy. Sex reduces pain. Sex builds your immune system. Sex helps you fight off diseases. Sex will bolster your overall health just as much, if not more, than certain drugs will. Okay? Next time, before you reach for the Tylenol, reach for your partner. Okay? My name's David. I am the owner-operator of ParentNook.com, and I look forward to your comments. Thank you.